Hey kitty, guess what?
No, no, you're not leaving for this.
I managed to reach my word goal today. Yay! Hey! Hey!
So I've reached my word goal today, which is nice. I wrote like 1,400 words at work, and then I wrote the rest at home. You are blocking my camera, small cat. You make no sense. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about adaptations. So, when you're writing fan fiction, there are certain tropes that everyone knows, like a coffee shop AU. Person A and person B, one's a barista, they meet in a coffee shop, they fall in love. So when you say coffee shop AU, you know it's going to be a fluffy fic, possibly with lemons. Um, you have something similar that turns up a lot in literature, where uh, someone will say something like Tamlin. Well, Tamlin is a old fairy tale where, a boy gets stolen by fairies and a girl goes out and tries to find him again. And you see that kind of story repeated often. And you see other things like East of the Sun and West of the Moon. That was turned into a beautiful long book of the same title. And then you'll get things like The Golden Compass. So the Golden Compass series it came out in the 90s and then was turned into a horrible movie adaptation. Don't watch it. It's horrible. It stops halfway through the first book, so it doesn't even make any sense. I think they just did it because they wanted to sell video games or something. It was awful. The effects were pretty-ish, but it was awful. So the Golden Compass series, when you're done with all three books, you find out that it's actually the story of Adam and Eve retold. Like, Philip Pullman, he loves his religious imagery and motifs. He also hates imaginative children, as all of his main children characters specifically will all have a line where it's like, they weren't very imaginative, which made them great liars. And I'm bringing this up because I'm listening to his prequel that he just recently came out with. It's called The Book of Dust, and that one is an allegory for Noah's flood. And you can tell because he's building up with the religious allegories, but he all keeps it within the context of his world, that he spends a lot of time world building. And my mom is also reading this book because we read the Golden Compass series together when I was a kid. She actually really dislikes the prequel, The Book of Dust, and the reason that she gave was, well, I listened to about half of it, and it was just Noah's flood, and I got bored. And I was thinking to myself, well, but the original series was the story of Adam and Eve, and you weren't bored then. What makes this so different? Because I'm listening to it, I'm not bored. I can see some of the similar tropes, but why does that interest me, but not my mom? Is she looking for some originality? Well, we know, and, most good authors say that they steal stuff from what's around them. That's why we have tropes. That's why we have, adaptations of fairy tales and other stories. Someone said that every story has already been told. What you do when you write is just finding your way of retelling it. I don't know, because I'm okay reading the same trope over and over again. And my mom apparently isn't. And I guess that could be a term of, style, or just not in the right place to want to reread something. Maybe it's because I read a lot of fanfic, and a lot of that is the same story retold over and over again. Like, I can read my OTP get together over and over again as long as the writing is good, and I love it. So, I don't know. It's an interesting thought process to have. My story, I don't know what I'm basing it on, and I don't think I'll know until I'm done writing it. Maybe my next project, I'll try an adaptation of a different story. I think I had a project like that in high school. I might dig it up. Anyway, that's all.